Alam mo, wag na lang tayo magsisihan kasi nandyan na rin yan. There were rules imposed hoping that at least not everybody but a majority will honor at least rules and regulations promulgated by government for your own good, para sa inyo lang at para sa lahat. Ngayon, yung iba hindi talaga sumunod yung nakalabas. So, mayroon na tayo ngayong 30,682 cases dito sa aking kopya. Ang fresh, bago lang, it's 467. Yung late comers, ibig sabihin bago lang, is 163. Cases reported total is 630. Ang recoveries, which is a good number to me, is 8,143. Pero ang namatay, humahabol rin. It's 1,177. Medyo naghabulan lang ang patay, pati ang recovery. Though maganda ang recovery natin, mga kababayan ko, ang Cebu ngayon ang may problema. May problema sila. Alam mo kasi pag may problema, tapon na yan eh. If you solve the problem locally amongst the officials there, there's bound to be a derailment in the programs of government because they would start to blame each other. And nobody would try to introduce novel ideas or even to implement one that is already a measure that is already of proven efficacy, kasi nagsisisihan na. So kayong mga taga Cebu, it's not that I do not trust your capability, but rather I said it's the penchant to go into a sort of a yung sisihan nga, tapos nobody would answer for anything. So mga kaigsunan ako sa Cebu, both sa mga syudad o probinsya, akong ipadala si General Simato. General Simato is the Secretary of SADAR, sa DNR rather. I'm sorry. Sa DNR, sabi ko, kung maiwanan mo yung opisina mo sandali. Total, ikaw yung inuutosan noon ni GMA, President Arroyo, pati ako. Kayong lahat naman eh. Dito sa Manila, the head body of that is the IATF. Then, itong kayong office ni Secretary Samato would be an adjunct to that body. So, he will exercise all the powers of that body upon notifying General Lorenzana, who heads the agency. All he has to do, not for permission, but just to advise Manila here that these things are being done, these things are not yet done, and these things must be done. So I cannot wait for the transition of communication, of asking for approval. Then that is the bane of bureaucracy. Sa totoo, yan ang tigabigay sa atin ng how would you do it, a fractured communication even among the sometimes yung isang sulat hindi pinapansin. Kaya sabi ko kay General Simato, just exercise the powers of the task force. Anyway, you are an adjunct to an office there. I will just write a executive order. Puka na si Juan Bong Medaldia to follow, and he might fly anytime. You can use the Air Force or any plane that is available. Government owned. Baski anong aeroplano dyan, go there and fly. I suggest that you sa Air Force kasi maraming air assets. Makarating ka doon. If you want to stay there, or you might want to fly back. But I must have the picture of how grave the situation is, or the situations are, and malaman ko na may bawaan ako nga naanay taong nagpalihok anang sa Cebu. Kaysa Cebu na ay daghang pasangil, na ay pasangil nga tao, na ay dili gusto, na ay silusay muna. So, that's the problem there. Pero wala ko tunong nga tao. I am just sad that Cebu has to undergo that kind of painful situation now. But nonetheless, kaya natin yan. And I am sure si Mato, he cannot solve the problem on his own. He has just to make recommendations and let us know what we should be doing. And that is very important. It's part really of the intelligence work of any organization to know what is ahead and behind and on the side, so that you'd know how to prepare and go and fight the enemy. COVID. Roy.
Mr. President, good evening. I fully accept your challenge you gave for Cebu, Mr. President. Just like the orders you gave to me before to go to Boracay, and we changed the cesspool image of Boracay into what it is now. Then you...
Manila Bay. Manila Bay mo, malinis na.
Yeah.
Manila Bay.
And you ordered me to clean the waters of Manila Bay to implement the order of mandamus of the Supreme Court, and within the year, Mr. President,
nag-report, may I interrupt you, nag-report ka na doon sa Supreme Court? Compliance mo sa mandamus nila?
Yes, sir. Yes, Mr. President. Yung dalawang ano ko kasi sa Supreme Court, the first is the mandamus, Mr. President. This is a continuing mandamus, and we expect to make the initial compliance to the Supreme Court this year, because we expect that the Manila Bay will be compliant in a portion of the Baywalk area towards the Pasig River and the Parañaque River. This is what we can probably finish this year, Mr. President, and probably next year towards Bulacan. And your order for me to go to Iraq and to go to Libya, I complied, Mr. President. Now, this one, going to Cebu, when the Senator Bong talked to me, and I said, this is really an honor for me, because probably this is fate or destiny, Mr. President, to be doing things to save the lives of some people in Cebu at this time of pandemic. This only happened in 100 years. And I was looking at the statistics of last pandemic in 1918, wherein it was a worldwide similar to this what we are experiencing now. And there were about 50 million who died. And I was researching how many Filipinos died in 1918 to 1920 in that pandemic. Remember, at that time, Mr. President, we were under Commonwealth and the Americans were here, and we suspect that doon nanggaling yung virus then. So we suffered also casualties in that year. Through the researchers coming from some Filipinos, there were about 50,000 to 75,000 Filipinos died at that time. Of course, they were also implementing some lockdowns. They were also implementing some But I was also thinking, Mr. President, that the next generation will be looking at this again, at what transpired during this pandemic. And the approaches that we are doing now will be again probably reviewed by the next generation, whether we did it right or we did. So it will be dependent on the future of the effect of what we are doing now. And I'm very certain, Mr. President, that we will be able, comparing those casualties, what happened 100 years ago compared to us now, well, in the last 4 months, ating casualties only about 1,000 something, 1,100. Then if you project that for 2 years, you only be about 4,000, 5,000 if we project this probably. So these are the things that will be very, probably this will be reviewed by the next generation, what you are doing now. So, thank you, Mr. President, for giving me opportunity to Cebu. I will do my best, Mr. President.